Hey everybody, I am back. How are you? I think my anger after Talladega subsided enough to get back on here, but we'll see. It's really early in the morning. Making sure my headset's working before I start racing here. So yeah, I've got a lot to say about Talladega. Why isn't my Twitch working right? Come on, fucker. Gotta make sure it's working. Then we can start chit-chatting. Come on, I got my PlayStation hardwired in and my phone's on the Wi-Fi. This works. Dicks. Okay. For some reason, Twitch ain't wanting to play on my phone. And until I see it playing, I'm not doing a damn thing because I know how that works. So I will go... Anyway, Sunday was bullshit. I think a lot of people would agree with me. That was a lousy fucking race. That was probably the worst Talladega race I've seen in a long time. We've seen some lame ones, but that one was pretty fucking lame, to tell you the truth. Shout out to Kevin Harvick for gift wrapping Joey Logano a win. He certainly made it easy on him. You know, there was a moment on the final restart where Eric Almirola got such a good push, he got like side by side with Logano. He got side by side with Logano, and Harvick got right up Logano's ass and just shoved him on out of the fucking... away from Almirola, and from that point on, the race was over. I looked at my friend Dylan, and I said, yep, race is over. That just sealed it. Hey, phone thingy, can you, like, cooperate with me, please? So I can get to racing here. I haven't raced on this in about a week. I think I played some off-stream in the last few days, but I just haven't felt like streaming this. We've been streaming GTA 4, as you can no doubt tell if you follow anything I'm doing. Okay. Yep, my shit's working. Let me get the chat up, just in case. I don't expect anybody to stop by to watch NASCAR at this time of day, but whatever. So I'm talking to you out there in YouTube land. Let's race. This racetrack is a pain in the ass to drive, but it's one of my better ones, which surprises me. Because in NASCAR Heat Evolution, I struggled here. I probably should have practiced here. Don't give me any damage. I'm trying to be a good boy. I just want to run a clean race for once. Kentucky was the last race we did, and that was not one of my finest moments. God, I really got to remember how to drive this fucking place. Driving here is a pain in the tits. The cars are so awkward. They just will not turn. Look at Eric Jones and Jimmy Johnson. Good Lord. Let's get really low. And you cannot touch the gas coming off the corner, but the exit of turn 2 is where I still seem to gain on guys. We can dive bomb, though. Until your car just locks up in the center of the corner and says, no, I'm not turning today. Doing a 25% race. I think Pocono's next. We'll do 50% on that. Come on. You're so slow. You're so much faster than me down the straightaway, but on the exit of the corner, you've got to go extra fucking slow. That was a pretty good corner there. We had to kill somebody to do it, but that was pretty good. Woo. Sorry. I gotta get up here before the leader gets an impossible, insurmountable lead. beating the bumper off of whoever. We're on like 104, and we got up here this easy. This track is fucking wonderful. I've actually been to a couple of cup races here. 2010, 2011, June and July races, because it was like June 2010. Then in 2011, the summer Loudon race got moved to July, and I went to that 2 years in a row. Jimmy Johnson won in 2010. It was exciting battle between he, Tony Stewart, and Kurt Busch. Then I was there in 2011. Ryan Newman won, and Tony Stewart finished second. Pretty damn good race. One of the best races I've ever been to was the July 2011 New Hampshire race. Yeah, we got up here and we didn't beat the shit out of the car to do it. I'm just taking it easy. Sit right there. I probably took it too easy right there. I'm just trying to take care of my stuff. This race is going to be so fucking easy. It's a good thing I didn't say, hey, let's do 50% on this. But I assure you, we're on like 104. Maybe I should go 105 next time I race here. See, I'm still learning. You know, when this game came out, I played it for like the first month and a half a lot. And then when football season started, I started playing Madden and stopped giving a shit about NASCAR as much, which tends to happen more and more as the years go by in the fall. And I didn't start playing this again until like the week of Daytona this year. So a lot of tracks I'm still like, oh yeah, I can run higher difficulties here. I should probably lower the difficulty here. But here, I think like we can run 105 here. We are just killing it. Boy. To keep an eye on how our tires look at the end of the stage to determine whether or not I'm going to pit until the end of stage 2. Probably just stay out, have less cars. If I'm staying out, I might start lapping some guys and I'll have less cars to pass, and I can be in the lead longer and not have to beat the shit out of my car on the way back to the front. The key here is to not overdrive it. You got to take it real easy here. Your instincts will tell you, oh, overdrive it. No. And you don't want to run on the very bottom. I kind of cut on the very bottom right there where I'm coming off the corner so I can hold the gas. But really through the center of the corner, you want to be like above that bottom hash mark. The bottom hash marks, you want to run like the middle, like about right here. This is where that sweet spot is at Loudon, where the banking is just a little bit higher. It's a flat racetrack mostly all the way around, but in the center there, that banking goes up a little bit. Real interesting, this year we're only racing at Loudon once because Vegas got the second New Hampshire date for the playoffs. That's just, I cringe every time. I think I've told you guys before, every time I say playoffs in NASCAR, I cringe, but that's what they're called. For some reason, Chase just sounds better. But now we have a driver named Chase, so we had to change the name of it. But yeah, oh my God, Talladega overall, okay. I overreacted on Sunday. No, it was not a great race, but you know, it's pretty par for the course for Talladega. There was good racing throughout, especially stage 2 and into stage 3 and all that. There was good racing throughout, super competitive. But that race was won with about 30 laps to go, and that just fucking sucks. Part of the charm of Talladega is you never know who's going to win until the last lap. Well, I knew who was going to win with like 20 laps to go. And it wasn't even close. I was like, yep, Logano's got this, because these guys are just going to sit there single file, not do anything, wait for the last lap. And I'm sitting there screaming in my head, these fuckers that are sitting there, Kurt Busch, Kevin Harvick, you were in the Clash in February. You guys remember the Clash in February? Same fucking shit. They all waited until the fucking last lap and nothing happened at the end. Remember that? Well, it happened again. And I'm hoping at Daytona in July, they've finally learned their fucking lesson. Because good God Almighty, you cannot wait to the last lap. You can't. I want to smack the shit out of that dog if she doesn't shut the fuck up, I swear. Ooh. Not turning at all off that corner. That's terrible. Showed. We're cruising there. This is too fucking easy. And this is on 104. Either I'm really good at the game or the AI is just really bad. This is like practice laps. Just enjoy the scenery. I've been to Loudon. There's a lot of good scenery out there. Beautiful countryside. My plan today, since I'm off work again, do this race, play more GTA 4, and then do another race today. I want to do 2 races today, at least. Car wouldn't turn, had to lift, but it's okay because, good God, we've got a 5.5 second lead. I'd like to know how I ran that 30.395. I think I did that in qualifying once. Dude, at least this race is going by fast, but good God, our lap times are falling off. Yeah, I think we're going to stay out at the end of this stage just to keep the lead for now and not have to worry about coming back through the pack. And then we'll pit at the end of stage 2. That's what we'll do. I'm afraid to hold the gas there because I felt like if I did, we were going to smack the wall. Your lap times fluctuate here. They'll go from 30.3s to 30.8s or 9s, just depending on how shitty you get. I can't run consistent laps here. The thing is, we're so far ahead, but we haven't caught the tail end of the field yet, and you think we would have by now, as good as we're doing. Realistic, Ryan Newman's running second at Loudon. That's one of his best racetracks. Hell, I was there when he won there in 2011. So good for him. Stage winner. We're staying out. I'm going to sip on my tea because my throat's all scratchy. Last few days I wake up, my throat's scratchy. That was so easy. I didn't expect it to be that easy. They're all pitting, we're staying out, we're not pitting yet. I'm not going to come through the field any more than I have to. We're going to make this nice and easy today. Easy! We can get through however many laps. Got to run here. 16. Yeah, we can do it. Yeah, boy. We get off turn 2 so good. Tires will be down to like 55% roughly. That right front will be. Cracking the throttle a little bit. Just playing it safe, trying not to knock the wall down, you know. This is a short race. God, Talladega pissed me off. I mean, everybody knows I don't like Joey Logano, but not even that was why I was so fucking mad. I was like, God, do something. I became an even bigger Chase Elliott fan Sunday when he was like, yeah, you would have thought that Harvick or Kurt Busch or them Fords would have, you know, actually liked to have tried to win. And I was like, yeah, imagine that. Imagine if they actually tried to win. Who knows what we could have got done. You had Stenhouse and Chase there, 2 really fast cars. And you know Kurt Busch and Harvick are fast as fuck. They were the front row in qualifying. Chase's car's been fast there 3 years in a row. They won the pole there several times now. They were winning poles there with Jeff Gordon before he retired. The biggest problem, the biggest takeaway from Talladega, and it just confirmed to me what we already know. These cars suck. It's the cars. They're terrible. You know, the Gen 6 car was advertised as an apology for the COT. Well, COT raced better than this shit. COT looked stupid, but it raced better than this pile of shit they drive now. They really got to change these fucking cars. They're terrible. I've never seen a car in NASCAR race so fucking poorly. Like, even when the racing at Talladega suffers because every driver talked about no rear downforce, can't make the moves I want to make, it's too unstable. And then you just look at them. They're not very pleasant to look at. They look so odd. Like the way the cars looked in qualifying when guys had like the fucking left end shifted over as much as they could. It just looked weird. So number one, they look like shit. Number two, they race like shit. and nobody likes them. It's time to change. Do something. For the love of God, do something, because I do not want to watch another year of this. I cannot take it. Or just dial back the aero package to where we were in 2016. I felt like 2016. The only thing that sucked about 2016 for some reason was the not racing. Like, not racing with the 2016 package just didn't work. But everywhere else, daylight, whatever, I mean, it was really just not racing. And that's why they panicked and changed the shit again, and now there's not enough rear downforce. It's just disgusting. I don't know how Dover's going to be. Dover is one of the biggest hit and miss racetracks on the circuit, because like 2016 Dover, one of the best races I've ever seen, and then the fall race that same year, worst race I ever watched. Dover is just so hit and miss, so up and down. You know, it's funny, I just remembered, I can't tell you who won Dover in 2015. I don't remember either of those races. Let me think, Dover 2015, was that Jimmy Johnson? The Springer, I can't fucking remember. See, it's not even like good enough, it's not worth remembering. And I'm glad I'm talking, I'm not thinking about my tires or anything, so. Plenty to talk about this week. So, you know, this year we've had Harvick win 3 in a row, Kyle Busch won 3 in a row. I'm making a prediction right now, bold prediction. Truex is about to win 3 in a row. Dover, Kansas, Charlotte, are you kidding? That's like his bread and butter right there. Truex is going to win 3 in a row. And Reddit will cry. So glad I'm not a part of the NASCAR Reddit community. Oh, he's not as big this time. Oh no. Because I'm honestly not running very fast laps. Yeah. Hold on a minute. Just set it in there, I'll get it. Gotta run. Coming to 5 to go in this stage. Uh-oh. Car got really tight there. How are my tires looking? 65? Ugh. That was pretty tight though. Nice leisurely fucking drive in New England. Seriously, it's really nice up in New Hampshire. I liked it there. I love the whole Northeast. Rhode Island, Massachusetts, New Hampshire. I fucking love it there. Rhode Island's like the most beautiful state I've ever been to. NASCAR, why don't we race in Rhode Island? I'd go every year. Suddenly our lead, we're not even running good lap times, and our lead is growing. I'm a little confused by that. Thanks for tuning in. You've tuned in to the most boring race of our season so far. This is so fucking easy. And I started dead last and everything. Whoa, wow, our laps are so slow. We're running the 31s now? Jesus Christ. I'm not even trying and we're driving away. In the wall. See, that's, oh boy. The handling's just completely gone to shit. Yep, the stage cannot end fast enough. This lap is going to be even slower. Especially because I just can't get off turn 4 with the shit normally anyway. 31, not, good God, that's an entire second off the pace. Hey, how are you, Mindhive? What's up? Thank God I need to pit, I need tires. Thank God there's only 2 laps left in this time. We've lost an entire second off our lead. Really, the car handles this bad and we're not even at 50% on the right front yet? Boy, you tune into a horrible race because, good God, we're racing on 104 at Loudon and we've got a 5-second lead. Well, we had a 6-second lead, but I can't drive for some reason all of a sudden. Come on, I gotta finish this lap. I gotta get my fucking food in there. I was looking at the chat and totally missed the corner. Not that it fucking matters. I could lollygag around in this race. It doesn't fucking matter. They're gonna win anyway. One more lap. Good God. It got hot in my room, so my lap times are an entire second off the pace now. When we pit here and take this wedge out and get fresh tires, I'll be running good lap times again. But good God, we lost 2 seconds of our lead in the last couple of laps. If you give up 2 seconds that fast, you're doing something wrong. What happened to me all of a sudden? I mean, am I just stupid? Okay, stage 2 winner. I'll be right back. Give me 1 second. Sorry, I had to go get my Bojangles that I'm not going to eat until I'm done with this race. So, did Talladega suck or what? I've done all my bitching about it already. Now, Talladega at its worst was still better than like every mile-and-a-half race this year. Curious to see how Kansas goes, because Kansas is usually one of the better mile-and-a-half tracks. Who knows how that shit's going to go this year. Let me sneak in some fries while I'm waiting here. Got Bojangles fries and a Cajun filet biscuit. But so we got to start dead last again. No problem. Because now we got a car that turns halfway decent. And we got fresh tires. So I think we're going to be okay. This 4 car will fuck off. What a run. Yeah, Talladega was kind of crap, but you can blame everybody in the top 5 for not trying to win. Except, well, Chase Elliott and Ricky Stenhouse tried. But Kevin Harvick and Kurt Busch seemed to be pretty content to run second. And basically just handed the win to Logano. Bad enough I don't like Joey Logano, but when just the racing itself was crap, because it just looked like nobody gave a fuck. They were all just like, yeah, you know what? We usually get wrecked out of these plate races. Let's all just sit here and run fucking third or whatever. That was real pleasant to watch. Oh, Truex. Oh, I got damaged now, but who gives a fuck? Because these guys are so fucking slow. The one part of the racetrack I can pass anybody, they just go so slow you can't get around them. Look at the run we get. I got such a good run there. If I didn't lift, I was going to plow over the back of Harvick. McMurray ran extra low there to try to get me to just smash into him, I guess. You don't have time to watch NASCAR anymore? Well, this season you're probably better off. Sunday was the first time I've been like, God, that was a waste of a fucking Sunday afternoon. I was like, I just sat here and wasted that shit. Because nobody seemed to give a fuck. Chase Elliott was the only one, and he complained after the race that nobody else tried. And I was like, yep, I'm an even bigger Chase Elliott fan now. Because he told the fucking truth. Nobody fucking tried. I called it with like 25 laps to go. I said, yep, this race is over. Because nobody is going to try. I saw it coming. I've seen this happen several times over the years. Where it's just like, yep, they're all going to ride single file. And oh, look, nothing happened at the end. Because nobody did anything. In the past, I've put up with it being a Dale Jr. fan. See the fall 2004 Talladega race. I was like, yep, single file, Junior's got this. Talladega, spring 2015, yep, Junior's definitely got this. They're single file and nobody's doing anything. Did they think they could wait till the last lap? Well, guess what, jackasses? It doesn't work that way. Speaking of the dickhead who won, there he is. And we're back to the front. Now we just got to ride the last 30 laps and go home. It was smart to wait to pit after the end of stage 2. That was smart. Even though I struggled those last 5 laps of the previous stage because I was just hot. Word of the fucking day in this game. Hot. Even now, with all that wedge taken out, we're still taut. It just turns a little bit better in the center of the corner than it did. Damn, that was a good lap. That was a really good lap. So now we're just going to drive away. Fine by me. Couple more weeks, I'll be at the racetrack. I'm excited. Even though I know Charlotte's probably going to suck, I just love going anyway. I always have fun, no matter how the race turns out. It's always fun to go to the race. So when I go to Charlotte for the 600, that'll be a fun time. I'll look at your comment when I get on the backstretch. Yeah, I don't know what I'm doing right here. I mean, I guess this is just one of those tracks where the AI is garbage. Although I raced online and I figured out, hey, I'm actually good at this game. I used to think, no, I'm not good. The AI just sucks. But I raced online and realized, hey, I'm pretty good. This is on 104. We are on 104. Because I wasn't sure what to race on here. But I'm like, you know what? It's a flat 1 mile racetrack. I can probably whoop them. So I better crank it up, but I didn't want to go to max. I probably should have just said 105. Not that that would have made a difference from the looks of it. Clicking off laps. So after this, I'm going to stream GTA 4 again. And later today, do another race. I think Pocono's next. That'll be challenging. Pocono will be a lot more challenging than this. No, this is New Hampshire. Martinsburg. Loudon, New Hampshire. I'd love to go back to New Hampshire, but really, there's so many races I'd like to go to, but to go anywhere but Charlotte would cost me a lot more money. Although I'm talking about going to Darlington. Not this year, most likely, but next year. My ideal weekend would be go to Myrtle Beach on like Thursday or Friday, hang out there on the weekend, and then on the way back, Sunday, go to Darlington and then come home. That would be my ideal vacation. I could talk my dad into going in on that with me because he's talking about going to the Panthers game against Dallas. Fuck the Panthers, by the way. He's talking about going to the Carolina opening day game. I'm like, that'd be cool. But at the same time, internally, I'm like, why don't we just take a trip to Darlington? I'd love to go to Darlington. If he would say, let's go to Darlington, I'd help pay for it. But I hate the Panthers, so I'm never paying anything for a fucking Panthers game. If he wants to buy that with his friend, then they can do it, but I'm not paying for anything Panthers related. I haven't been to Myrtle Beach in so long. I think I was like 10 years old the last time I was in Myrtle Beach. How big is our lead now? Good God, 6 seconds. Okay. I'm just shocked we haven't lapped anybody yet in this race. We're good enough to get that far ahead, but we haven't caught the tail end of the field yet. We will by the end of it. Oh, no, we won't. Caution's out. Let's pit. Make it interesting. Let's pit. I pitted just because I want fresh tires. We can get back up there. I ain't worried. You see how fucking easy this has been? We got like 20 laps. I think we're going to be fine, guys. Yeah, 19 laps. We're good. We'll get there in 10 at least. Probably before then. See, we already passed like 10 fucking cars there. Oh yeah, the water's dirty. Like when I went to Mexico last year and hung out on the, well, it was 2 years ago now, when I went on the Kiss Cruise, went to fucking Mexico, and I was like, damn, the water down here is nice. Myrtle Beach looks like a fucking sewer. As much as I love Myrtle Beach. It was my first time swimming in clean ocean water. I was like, wow, this is what it's like, eh? See, we're fine. We're going to go back to the front in plenty of time. If I can have an easy handling race car and make this slightly more interesting to watch for a few laps, then I think it's a win-win for everyone that I pitted there. God, they get off the corner so much. You think with that get off they have off the corner that they would just be able to give me all kinds of shit in this race, but apparently not. Fuck you, Kurt Busch. You dare try to block my run. Fuck you, Denny Hamlin. I don't like you. Sorry, Eric Jones. You're pissing me off. See, this made this race a little more interesting. Just a little bit. Because I like having a good handling race car, so I chose to pit. Whoa, Brad! I slammed on the brakes to not run into Keselowski there. I'm not crowding Larson. My car just doesn't turn very well off the corner. And Brad, look at that fucking line he's running again. You run that line this time and I run into you, it's your fucking fault. I'm not going to sit there and just let you block me like that. Oh, we're taking the lead now. Use him up. See, I told you we'd get back up here, no problem. Oh, that was a killer lap we just ran. That is my record lap, actually. I don't think I could have run it if I hadn't have been using those guys in the corner. 8 wheels are better than 4. Now we just got to cruise. Speaking of cruise, good God, my heart broke yesterday as I had to pay the cruise line $400. You know, every time I've gone on the cruise, I'm like, man, it sucks throughout the year, but man, when you go, it's so worth it. And I look back on it now, and I'm like, it was so fucking worth it to go on those. So I suffer in the short run, but man, in the long run, it's like, what a great experience those 2 Kiss cruises were. Plus, I remember how shitty I felt this past year when I couldn't go. I felt okay until like the day of, and then I was seeing like YouTube videos, and I was like, oh God, kill me for not being there. I wanted to just die right then. I was like, fuck. You know, as short as this race is, because it's so easy, it feels like it's taken forever. So like I said, as soon as this is done, whoa, it's hot. As soon as this is done, I'll be back in a minute because I got to set up to do GTA 4 on my Xbox. Wet. So I'm in the mood to play that. It'll be GTA 4 most of today, and then the Pocono race. Wonder how I'd do if I raced here on mine. About as good as I did at fucking Darlington and Richmond. I kicked ass there. Another great lap. I'm really pleased with my lap times on this particular run. Pitting was a good idea because I'd be annoyed sitting at the end of the race. Our tires would be like dead by now. So the last few laps of this race would just be misery. And we've got to continue GTA 4 because it's its 10th anniversary this week. I started on Saturday and we're well over halfway through GTA 4 now. I played it before on my YouTube channel, but because of the 10th anniversary, I'm like, good, perfect excuse to play it again. Because I love that game so much. It's my all-time favorite video game. I like GTA 5 and all the others, but GTA 4 is definitely my favorite. And any excuse I have to play it, especially to stream it, I'm going to do it. So I've got to get off here, change the title of the stream, and then turn the Xbox on and get that set up, and I'll be back on. As soon as we're done here, done murdering the field at New Hampshire. I did not expect this in a million years to be this easy. I don't think, well, we've had like 1 or 2 races this year in this season that's been this easy, but good grief. I can't believe this is like actually happening. Most racetracks, I would have never pitted with so few laps left, but because we're here and I saw how this was going, why not? Take the tires, make life easier. Make it more watchable and make life easier. Basically, any racetrack you get a perfect speed rating on, you should be racing on 103 or higher. Another really good lap. That's all I've got to hang my hat on right now is lap times. Because this is piss easy. 5.5 seconds ahead. And pitting is good because if they threw a caution late and we got an overtime, my tires are fresh enough for me to feel okay. They wouldn't have been had I not pitted, so really that was just to cover all our bases. My tires would be so dead right now if we hadn't pitted. Loudon is a neat little racetrack. It gets a bad rap. Everybody always complains. And then sure enough, when they took the second race away, everybody complained, what are you doing? Loudon's different. It's not a boring 1.5 miles. That's why people were upset. But once again, the 1.5 miles are not the problem. It's the cars. The cars are crap. They suck. They're terrible, and I fucking hate them. I would rather go back to the COT, because at least they raced better. The COT with the wing on it. Let's go back to that. Who would have thought I'd ever be sitting here 10 years later like, man, I miss the COT days. They were much better. Yeah, if you know good pit strategy, you can whoop the AI in long races, because like I've done a couple races in this season, you can see on my YouTube channel, where the AI just does shit that doesn't make any sense, and I wind up lapping them because they'll like stay out at the end of a stage break. I'll pit, and then when the next stage starts, they pit, and I've already pitted, and I just lap them all, and it makes the race super fucking easy. That tends to happen a lot. One lap to go, sponsored by Credit One Bank. That has become a meme in of itself. Oh my God. The commercials Sunday. Jesus fucking Christ. I know they have to show commercials. Okay, I'm not opposed to that. They have to do it. But good grief, for some reason, the Talladega race the other day, it hurt. Not only did like the finish to the race suck, but like the whole experience of watching the race was miserable. I felt like I had barely watched the race because there were so many commercials. And I wasn't the only one. My Twitter blew up with people going, good God, why don't you show a few more commercials? We missed several lead changes, a couple of crashes, and like all kinds of shit during commercials. Because like every 4 to 6 laps, they would just cut out. I think it's because like Talladega and Daytona are the only 2 NASCAR races left that get good ratings and bring in a crowd. So I guess advertisers really spent the fucking money. So Fox and NASCAR were like, oh shit, we better fucking capitalize on this. But Jesus. I can eat some of my food now. Well, I let the results play through a couple times. That couldn't have been any easier. That was appallingly easy. Suits me fine. You know, the fact that we haven't won every race this year pisses me off. Because of how we lost that one. Woohoo! I'm taking my time here so I can finish my fries. And then when I'm setting up to do GTA in a minute, I'm going to eat the biscuit. Where's that biscuit? That looks like a good-ass biscuit. I must say, Bojangles knows how to make a fucking biscuit. Next is the second Pocono race. Then Watkins Glen. Yeah, I'll see you in a minute. Let me look at the standings. We got a tie for 16th. The plot thickens. Anyway, YouTube people, enjoy this, and Twitch people, I'll be right back in a minute. One memento, please.